Okay, I'm gonna try this one more time. I'm hoping that the quality of the stream is good. I'm using OBS Studio, and OBS Studio normally brings out a good stream. It's excellent. Excellent stream health. Alright. Now, I tried streaming this with OBS prior, but with the graphics in with the graphics in 4K mode. 4K not so good for it, in the sense that it was really slowing down the computer. I reckon even with OBS running, this benchmark is going to be slower than the one that I received. I received a benchmark of 55 frames per second average. That's despite the fact that I have a crappy CPU, crappy motherboard from 2011, CPU from 2013. But I have a graphics card from 2019, the GTX 1660 Ti. So I'm going to run the benchmark again. Now I've got this on display capture because game capture it won't do, because it uses the Vulkan system, and neither Streamlabs OBS or OBS Studio pick it up. There's still, well, right now I'm getting 100% CPU, and here we go. And it's died. It's died. Died a good one. Alright. We won't try to debug it. What we will do is we'll exit the game. We'll retry, cancel. Now, as you can see, I've got a lot of shit on my computer. The good thing is, stream rate, health, excellent. So it's getting through nice and beautiful. CPU. Not so excellent. Alright. Not so excellent. As you can see, OBS Studio taking a big nice chunk of that. Now I do have it set at Ultra. The graphics, the textures anyway, set at Ultra, and so when it runs out of CPU, we get a lot of crashes, and I've had a few little crashes with it. I'm going to persist because I'm an idiot. That's just dynamic HUD, brightness and calibration. Okay, that's not really where I want it to go. So I'm going to try to set. I've got to set it at ultra and everything at high. Really pushing it. Really pushing it. When I ran this without OBS running, it was hitting 95% CPU anyway. It's now hitting 95% CPU, but OBS is taking up 61% of it. Alright, OBS Studio. So, still, the stream health, nice stream health. Alright. I'm going to try to push it again, push the extremes. It will probably stutter. In which case I'll then have to figure out what I want to do. Because now here's the funny thing: if I play in 4K, right, I can play in 4K. I get a average frame rate of 44 frames per second. If I play in 190, 1080, I get an average frame rate of 55 or 56 frames per second. So not that much difference. Mind you, even at high ultra, the graphics, when I was running it through the bench test anyway, was pretty good. Pretty sharp graphics, especially for the scene at the end where there's a shootout scene that's recorded in the benchmarks. So we're just benchmarking. I'm just benchmarking at the moment. Oh, I've just noticed my stream health has elevated to 2.5, almost 3,000 bits per second. That's a bit chunky. Hunky chunky. There you go. You can see it slowing down there, struggling to give you a nice little run, and that's because we have OBS Studio being a huge friggin' CPU hog. And taking up a bit of memory as well. And you have to ask why. What is OBS Studio doing? It's passing on a stream. And there we go. We're out of internet. I can't see what that says, but there's an error. I'll have to just let me look at this. Failed to connect with the restreamer. Oh, that's the Twitch page. That's the chat window. So the chat window's died, and that's lowered the stream health back to 2,200. Nice, excellent. 2,500. Nice, excellent little stream rate. So streaming at this, not a problem. The problem's going to be gameplay. Alright, so when I get into the game, and I'm trying to play the game, and I'm trying to stream it at the same time, that's where we're going to have the issues. Now, I bet you this runs with an average frame rate per second of around about 12 frames per second, which is pretty goddamn shitty. Pretty goddamn shitty. Now, there's a couple of little bugs I've already noticed in Red Dead Redemption 2 PC format. If I run, well, another bench test after this, if I change it from ultra high textures to say medium or high, and then go to run another benchmarking test, it's crashed on me a couple of times, and that's because I think there's bits of the previous benchmark test memory floating around in memory. It hasn't cleaned itself up, and therefore it gives you problems, as you do. Now, Restreamer chat window has died on me. Look at it. It's like hunka chunka chunka. Okay, I'm just going to leave it here for a second and go off to the bathroom and come back. Hang on. Okay, this is where it's really struggling. As you notice, the city is rendering at a phenomenally slow rate, and the audio, just heard the first dog barking, but when you run this normally, you can actually hear conversations. So there's a problem right there. Okay, I'm just going to end this. Come on. There we go. It's taken a while to even register that. Look at the horse. Horse looks like in the middle of the water instead of the middle of the street. This is going to be a fun. Ooh. Whoa, and there we go. We're out again. What is safe mode for a game? What is safe mode for a game? I'll try safe mode. I don't know why I'm trying safe mode. What the fuck is safe mode for a game? It just doesn't make any sense to me. So whereas the Xbox release of this game seemed to be excellent, the PC release of this game seems to be problematic. Loads of problems. Alright, so safe mode safe mode seems to be in this little tiny window here. Alright, I don't know what it's running at here. I'll just check. I'm interested to find out what the safe mode version of the graphics are. So it's windowed. The resolution is actually higher than I thought it would be. Phenomenally, the video memory usage is really small. Now it's gone low on everything, and let's run that benchmark testing. I know I'm not going to get into the game by the looks of it. I'm just going to do some benchmark testing for a couple of hours, but this needs to be done. Again, I'm still running at around about 100% CPU, so there's a problem with streaming this game, or at least streaming the PC version, at least for me, right? Unless you have like a really high-end supercomputer. Problematic. Like when I play it on my own, everything's fine. All right, when I do bench tests without OBS running in any format and without streaming, it's a very reasonable performance of the game. But when I try to stream it, that's the problem. Graphics are still okay. even for low. Well, let's find out. Actually, it's going to go into the the snow scene very shortly. And I'll tell you if it's still superior than the Xbox version or around about the same. And this is the safe mode version. Alright, well the snow is flapping away. There's still a little bit of stuttering, and that's because the PC's the OBS Studios nicely chucking away half the CPU here. I'm going to let this run. I'm going to go get my cup of coffee. As you can hear my kettle whistling. I will be back. Don't die on me, for Christ's sakes. I'll be very interested to see what the end result of this this benchmark test is. And there are a few spoilers in the end of this. Apologies, it's a benchmark test. Okay, nothing to do with it. How's it going? Still with us? How's the audio? See the audio conversation? Still a little bit choppy, but that's again because OBS Studios using 51% of the friggin' CPU. Why is it using that much CPU? I've got to find a way to make sure that it uses half that CPU usage. There's got to be a way to do that. It can't be using more CPU than the actual game that's running. It's ridiculous. Does anyone know how to do that? I mean, I've looked online. There are a couple of YouTube tutorials that talk about that. But make a salad there. unmute. Sorry, I had to. Just going to say something to my dad, but he's not got his ears in. So it won't accept full capture as well when you're in Vulkan mode, when it's in the Vulkan graphics. Now it says high CPU usage is because of high encoding. Upgrade your hardware. Well, thank you, OBS. Upgrade your hardware. Go fuck your mother. Why don't you come over and upgrade my fucking hardware? Can't give me $3,000 and I'll upgrade my fucking hardware. Dumb fuckers. Upgrade your fucking hardware. Fucking ridiculous. Okay, this is taking a little longer than I suspect it should be taking. It's just chunking away there. So I'm going to wish you all a happy stream. Oh, here you go. So the graphics are sharp, even on the low. But look at how slow it is. God, that's just too slow. Too slow. Yeah, there you go. Look, maximum FPS 29, average 9.4. And this is because OBS Studio is taking up a hell of a lot of CPU. I'm going to try to figure out why it's doing that. Sorry about this, guys. I'm going to turn the display capture off. There's got to be something in the settings. Alright. I'll change that to maximum. No, I'm not even going to do that. Should I? Shouldn't I? Ooh. No. I don't want to record the thing here. No, you know what? Go back. No. I've reduced in the output. I've gone from quality to maximum performance. Might even go down some more later on. Video, that's okay. I'm going to get rid of some of the stuff like the media requests and all the extraneous chat windows and shit that they open up, and see if that reduces some of the CPU, because there's a lot of stuff that just doesn't need to be there. Hasn't reduced that much CPU, I can tell you. I've gotten rid of Google other than for... So this is weird. I'll go back to display chat for you. Whee! Very weird, I know. Okay, there you go. Some level performance. Alright. I'm only running two things in Google, and that's this fella, which is the Twitch pop out, so I'm going to get rid of it. And what else is out there? The stream health window I also got rid of. Alright, that's lowered the CPU, surprisingly. I'm keeping it at it. I'm going to go back to that. Yeah. 1612 memory. Alright, so it's not using that much memory. OBS Studio is still at 59%, but there is memory CPU free. Didn't I apply these changes? Alright, so okay, it's gone back up to 100% CPU, but looks like Red Dead Redemption's getting a bit more because the Google's out of the way. Now it's 92% CPU, so it might actually be smoother. The other thing I'll try to reduce output in OBS Studio is get rid of me. Not as choppy as before. Still hitting the CPU mark of well over around about 100%. OBS Studios around about 53, 54. Games at 23. Oh, Christ, Discord. I forgot I have Discord. I forgot Discord is running. Fuck it. Where are you, bitch? Discord was taking 3% CPU. Freaking amazing. What else is taking up CPU? I'll get rid of that. Oh, that can go now. Because hang on just a minute. Deactivate. Okay. Alright, deactivating the camera lowers the CPU rate. The audio is clearer. The picture is smoother. That's just by freeing up a little bit of CPU. Look at the difference here. Look how smooth this is now. I don't know, because the graphics are higher, there's a little bit of, you know, your eyes are going funny. But this will be an interesting benchmark. Because if OBS Studio is now at 24%. Horse killer. Wow. Now Red Dead Redemption's at the 52% and OBS Studios at 27%. And there's still a little bit of CPU free. This is where I expect OBS Studio to be. Really. I expect it to be at the 27% while the game is running. There you go. Maximum 79, average 43. Well, that's a relief, isn't it? It's a relief for me, I can tell you. I was seriously wondering what the hell I'm going to do with this game. And that was at 25601361. And well, it's still at low though. Alright. The only difference, of course, is how much CPU usage is being here. I've just done the textures at Ultra. I haven't done any of the others. Yes, please. Alright, so that's the default. Memory at 2765. Graphic type is windowed at 19201080. I might run another. Benchmark. Bench test. But just to go back to... I can't believe that that's all it was. It couldn't have been just a friggin' video, could it? But it could be. The picture was really sucking up some CPU here. I'm going to go custom. I'm going to change that resolution to highest FPS. Match output FPS. I don't know what that does. Alright. This will be an interesting test. Oh, that's because I'm still in friggin' That's because I'm still in... Yeah, yes. That's because I'm still in safe mode or whatever it is. What am I doing? No, I don't want no bench testing. And just because I load the graphics to on the video on the camera, and that lowered the amount of CPU that OBS Studio is using. Bizarre. Well, not bizarre. First of all, I turned it off, and that really lowered it. That dropped it significantly. Tips and tricks, little boys and girls. Tips and tricks. Tricks and tippies. The only way you can find this stuff out is via trial and error anyway. And I am responsible for a fuckload of errors. So, trial me. Trial by Ashraffy. Ashraffy does a trial. Ashraffy. So if this is working out okay, after lunch we might actually start getting into the game. I've got no idea what graphics levels this is gearing up to go into. At the moment, OBS Studio is still out CPUing Red Dead Redemption. By almost 3 to 1. We should be getting some snow, surely. I don't know what it's doing here. Showing me all the bits and pieces in between. I'm very keen to actually get into gameplay, which I'll do after lunch. Because I want to see how the control works with the keyboard and the mouse. I'm an old... As you can see, I'm an oldie. This white hair... I didn't dye my hair white. Okay? This is a natural flow of aging, time, and crappy lifestyle, I suppose. I don't know what you call it. Oh, the crappy lifestyle is probably the double chin. Look at this. The goiter. Is goiter a word? It's taking a very long time to do something. This is taking phenomenally a long time to prepare. Just going round and round in wonderful black and white monochrome shots. I guess the way I can check my Twitch is with my PC, with my mobile. Yeah, it says I'm live. Oh, I can see myself playing around with myself. I assume it's taking a while on my mobile because, well, it's using the same internet to send the feed. Oh no. Alright, so I'm moving. I can see myself moving. And I can also see my goiter. If goiter is the word. What is it doing here? What is it, the restart doing? It's definitely not. Right, well. It's going round and round. That exit button's looking mighty fine. Mighty fine, honey. Mouse keeps disappearing. Don't you hate that? What is it doing? I don't have any saved progress. There's no saved progress at all, so stuff it. Just gonna check that video capture. I want the resolution lower. 640, 480. That's made a significant change in my CPU usage from OBS. That one little change. Shit. I might be able to get my Google's climbing up the charts. I do like to have a look at my pop-out window. I find that useful. A lot of people don't, but I find it useful. I also use desktop pins. Come back, you. There you go. Gives me a nice little pin, and I go pin it, and then that way it stays on top, and then I can move it to my second monitor. Alright, so we're going to go do some loading. There is a significant decline in OBS Studio CPU usage just by reducing my stupid video capture. Just by reducing my video capture to 640 by 480. Alright. If you're just arrived, I've actually been monitoring and bench testing the new PC version of Red Redemption 2. I'm trying multiple settings. The difference between windowed and so that's 2774 video memory. That's up to the right hand corner, left hand corner there. Windowed borderless the same. Full screen the same. So there's no real difference. Okay, go to full screen then. Yes, please. I've gone to default in regards to all this. Let's run the bench test again, because you can never have enough bench testing. I'm hoping to see a switch between CPU usage between OBS Studio and Red Dead Redemption. At the moment, it's still OBS Studio at 44%. A lot lower than its 56%, and Red Dead Redemption at 28%. Mind you, Google's taken 5.8% as well, because I did start Google up again, because I just want to see what happens under load. Okay, this is Ultra, remember, this is Ultra. And pretty much high everything. OBS is still sneakily taking 10% more CPU than Red Dead Redemption. That's with a video capture image. Let's see what happens after this without a video capture image, because now they're pretty close now, 39 and 38. Getting up there. And Red Dead Redemption reaches the top #1 spot for a second there, and then OBS takes it back. Again though, remember, this is the Ultra with the default settings including high and whatnot, but it is 19201080. The next thing I will do is I will remove video capture entirely, so the camera itself will be deactivated, as well as the camera gone, and it'll just be my sweet, delicate tones. Hey, my Barry White special, yeah baby. No, shouldn't do that. It's almost lunchtime. Don't want to make people sick. Alright, so taking a little bit of time loading itself up for this next one, which I think is the town. conversation. Still a little bit choppy. Chippy choppy. But I reckon it's because of the video capture. I reckon the main problem that OBS has is that fucking video capture. Would not surprise me in the least of all. Okay. This will take a little while to load, I think, because this is the shoot 'em up scene in the town where I was born. Still the yippity yippita, eh? The yippity yippita. Yippity yippita. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna call it. Alright, so that's the average rate of 422. Okay, now, sorry about your screen, it's about to go all funny again. Yeah, ooh, right, that's not the one I wanted. I want this one. Ah, there it is. Okay. Video capture. Deactivate. So the camera's off. Hit OK. Totally off now. OBS Studio has dropped from 35 to 27 to 28, 26. This might be a completely different thing. You're probably going to get really sick of these bench testing. I don't know what's happened. Let's see what happens. Now, Red Dead Redemption is actually up there with the charts. It's at 31%, where OBS is at 24%. If you could see my face, it's the face of a person going, "Doh!" Wow. Look at how smooth this is. Look at this. There's still 4% of CPU left free, despite Google grabbing 5%. So if I trashed Google, the CPU's come close to 100, got to 99, but it has not hit 100. Oh, look at that Bayou vision. It's quickly going through these now, aren't they? It's quickly going through these. The next bench test will be the same thing again, with no Google. The nighttime bench vent. Oh, that hit 100%. That's the first time it hit 100%. The shadows. Nighttime shadows. It's at 99% at the moment. Again, that's like really hitting it. Now the thing is, if you've got an i9 or i7 or an AMD Ryzen, you'd be laughing, I think. Different sound, different audio track. 99% CPU for Valentine. That is Valentine, of course. You can tell because of the church. And we're about to get into the big shoot 'em up one. That's the other thing that's faster. Going from one benchmark test to another. Just hit 100%. So there's 100% in loading. Google's still at 7.3 now. So I'm going to definitely get rid of Google and try this again. So just the sweet, delicate sound of my voice, the full-on picture. And I wonder what happens if I get rid of my voice as well. So just gameplay. It was a little slow down there as he took the left-hand corner there, or the right-hand corner. The horse just kind of went a little bit on the dizzly-bizzly. Coppers! Coppers! Now the tree, avenues of the tree. Look at this. This normally slows down the computer to 100% CPU. Avenue of the trees. This entire shootout to 100%. Hold it right there. Notice how he started shooting at these guys when they were closer to the end of the road. Whereas before they were still coming down the road from the street before they turned. So it's a little bit clever, the software. It knows that if you've got a little bit weaker CPU, to graphically slowly paint them in. And that way you're not tearing at the screen. I'm going to enjoy playing this game. Maximum 73, average frames per second during gameplay 34. The minimum though was 1.1. It's a pretty low minimum. One final aspect to the bench testing. Without OBS, of course, that's up at 55 without OBS at all. But let's trash Google. So I've removed Google from the scene. see what we can do again. Not changing any of this, keeping it the same. I like how you can change. Look, like freak hell, you can even change your monitor. That's nice. Quality preset balance. I don't know what that. I don't know what that is, or how you change it, or what it would do. But horror, everybody, I'm doing a bench test again. Another bench test, just to make sure that the other bench testers were now. With Google out of the way, that's another 6% CPU that should be available to the game, which I think it will use. I've seen it go all the way. Now this is weird. This is the bug that I was telling you about. This is supposed to be the first of the it's supposed to be the snow. And that's not snow. Well, you can see what it is. Definitely not the snow. Yeah. I'm just going to hop in online for a little quickly bit. And then hop out of online and then go back and do that test, because it's annoying. It's annoying that it does that.
This ain't how we do things here. But I'll oblige him this once. Alright. Let's see what we got.
Alright. Yep. I do want to exit. That was nice and smooth though, wasn't it? That was nice and smooth. Let's see if the damn friggin' thing works this time. That's what I was saying about I identified a couple of bugs, that being one of them. Where if you bench test and then come back and bench test again, haven't changed anything, drops back out to the main menu. So I'd be a terrible games tester, because I test, there it goes again. I test all that shit over and over and over again. Alright, well, I'm gonna quit out of it. So quitting out of the game. Whee! Sorry about the screen. There you go. And then replaying it. And just with an audio track, it's interesting. Red Dead Deadeye. Deadeye. I like Deadeye. If you're not familiar with Deadeye, Deadeye is cool. I wonder how Deadeye will work. It's going to be one of these friggin' control characters. I hope it's something simple like Q or E. Otherwise it'd be a pain in the ass. Because it's something that you want to constantly use when you've got it. And of course fast aim, quick draw, it's got to be pretty good too. Currently OBS Studio is at the lowest amount I've ever seen it. 34%. That's lower than I've seen it in Donkey Kong years. This is all just one big long Red Dead Redemption 2 PC test. Look at that. The CPU's at 94, 95%, not 99. Just hit 97. One back to 93. Look how smooth that was. That was smoother than a baby's ass. Not bad for a computer that's got a CPU that was made before some people were born. Nearly 10-year-old design, this chip. It doesn't even do real threading. It simulates threads. But no, so that's no Chrome. %. This was 100% when I ran it just a little while ago. Exactly the same settings. So even with the 6% gone from Google, there's still a little tiny window between the max and what Red Dead Redemption was using. This will be interesting. I wonder what the conversation will be here. I'm hoping it's the same, because the conversation differs depending on how much space or how much CPU you've got left. Just dog barking. Still 2% free. And this will be the final test, because there should be a little bit of hope. I'm hoping there's leeway, but it could be I'm using up your entire CPU, baby. There are a few things I can get rid of, like the Xbox helper. Task manager itself. stop using VB audio. What's he doing? He's not even running. He's running on the spot. What was he doing there? Okay, it's at 100%. But what was he doing then? When he ran out of the building? He was just sort of doing a Cliff Young run. If you don't know who Cliff Young was, look him up. Google's your friend. He's a Australian circa 1980s, so that will help you in your Google test. If you do know who Cliff Young is, then well, you know what I'm talking about. Shoots the one guy in the head. Last time he shot the guy in the left first. There it is, the really long screen. Taking a long time. It changes. Oh, okay, so it's a different. It's different each time. Look at the wind in the trees. It wasn't the wind in the trees. It was the wind keeps stopping. You get the wind in trees, and then they stop. I'm assuming this benchmark is a piece by a copy from somewhere. Oh, just like an extra 3 frames per second. And again, without OBS totally, it's riding high. Alright, let me just see what else I can get rid of. Exit that. Exit that. Exit that. Exit that. For now, you can quit. For now, you can go. For now, you can go. I wonder what happens if you get rid of the audio. Actually, hopefully that's a little better. Well, you can actually see me. I don't know. Game sound. see that. Doc. Audio mixer. Audio mixer. Oh, it's down here. Okay. I'm not sure. Oh, the microphone seems to be working. And I'm not sure about the game, but we'll find out sooner or later. Can I undock this? Okay. Alright. I can't hear the game. Because I've got to do system stuff. System sound. No, it goes to my headset. There you go. Testing 1 2 3. Yeah, the microphone's working. Sound control panel. Properties. Beep. Beep 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 beep. Okay, I hope you heard that. I'm not sure if you did. Alright. Aha, we have noise. But I'm not sure if you're getting it. I forgot what it was to set up the desktop audio. Hang on. Come here, you. Properties. Yeah, it should be going. I'm not sure. Oh, I know what to do. Sorry about doing all this, showing you how to make sausages here, but it's got to be done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a recording. And I'm going to test 1 2 3, 1 2 3. Can you hear the game? Fernando, is it all in the one mic auxiliary? I'm getting nothing from desktop audio, but I hear music, and I think the music is coming out in the mix aux. The mic aux, I think it's coming out. So one way to find out is to do that recording. I mean, the other way is to ask someone, but there's no one to ask. So, oops, come back. No. Thank you. Z. Because while you're Z, you're silent. Then I can come back here, go to videos, yep, and I'm getting nothing from the... No, it's not. No, wrong. Okay, so that wasn't happening. The default audio is not being picked up. So why is that? Audio. Ah. Aha. We're now getting some desktop audio. Okay, so you're getting some desktop audio and I'm getting some conversation going. Okay, so that's good. So one again, just test it. Again, sorry about making you watch sausage making. Recording with the music in the background. As you can see, there's music. So we're just doing a bit of recording. And we'll stop that recording now. And we'll go to Z, where there's no noise. And we can hear. Recording with the music in the background. As you can see, there's music. So we're just doing a bit of recording. And we'll stop that recording now. Okay. Good O. Good O. Okay, so that one. And that one. And probably the top one here, because I don't know what that is. Well, those two can go. What is that? Oh, Outer Worlds. Hi, we're just testing out the background sound. Okay, so Outer Worlds is fine too. Alright. Okie dokie. So, we're getting sound. We've gotten rid of something that was taking about 2 or 3 extras percent, so I'm going to test benchmark again. You're going to go, what the fuck? Knock. Sorry, I'm just going to kill the mic, so just leave it to your own devices. For fuck's sake. It's dropped out again. Quitty, and playdy. All settings. That's taken 2% of the CPU. Desktop manager's taken 1.7. NVIDIA Shield, that's gotta go. It's definitely gotta go. Alright, so just getting rid of... Let's get the sound back. Just by tracing a few things. Oh, sorry, I'm just gonna kill my mic again. But just try trashing a few things, we're able to lower the CPU a lot. Okay, here we go.
It's a hell of a thing.
Yeah. Heard the damn government is taking people from their homes, messing with their minds, and turning them on their own families.
I'll be damned. 有個美國佬想拯救。
God help me. Damn it all.
Okay. 42 frames per second. I can still get it faster without OBS Studio. But that ain't too bad. 42 frames per second, especially for the, my crappy old computer. Anyway, I'm going to wish you all a good OBS Studio. I'm going to stop streaming and I'll come back after lunch. Probably just audio only. And a picture, of course. Bye.